Good morning, everyone. Everyone, continually let your light shine. Be a blessing, an encouragement, and an encourager to someone. Normally, I start off saying I've got to, remind you to continually let your light shine, but you should already be doing that. So, and I'm also offering words of encouragement. I'm gonna do a little something different today because I was on Facebook, and you see a couple of things on there that kind of bother you. And normally I don't necessarily respond to posts on there. Normally, if I like it or dislike it or whatever, I click the little button. But this particular time I decided to do a little different and kind of speak on it. Like I said, I normally don't respond to and about that many posts on Facebook. I normally just hit the like button and keep it pushing. But there were actually a couple of posts that seemed to bother me. The first one was on how many people we know and even don't know that suffer from some kind of mental health issue. Speaking from a female's point of view, who has had a hysterectomy, you suffer with hormonal issues. When your hormones fluctuate, it can make you feel as though, you're almost losing your mind and even going crazy. So everything, would bother me before, whether it be good or bad. Sometimes I would burst into tears, just because, 1 minute I'm happy, 1 minute I'm sad, and my family would always say, especially my children would always say, Mom, did you take your hormone pills, this morning? I would kind of laugh about it because I knew, when and if I had, skipped, missed a dose, because I could be sitting there watching just a normal commercial. It could be about animals, even butterflies per se. And I would just start to cry, and at that moment, I knew that, my hormones were out of whack. Let's see. Okay. Y'all, I got off track, so sorry about that. Now I don't know anything about bipolar disorders, so I can't speak on it, but I do sympathize with individuals who may have it. I would think that you would need to be very compassionate and understanding, to deal with and to understand someone going through this disorder. I was, taking some meds at one time for migraines. This medicine made me feel funny. I couldn't put my finger on it. But if you know your body, when something is out of whack and something is not going right. I just could never put my finger on it. But I knew I felt funny. And I just knew that I had to find out, what was in this meds. So I happened to go to Kroger's Pharmacy one time, and I asked them about this medicine. And they were kind of standing there looking at me funny and was like, why are you taking this medicine? I'm like, well, my doctor prescribed it for me because I had real bad migraines. And then they were like, this medicine is for people who are suffering from depression. But then I got to think about it. If you are truly depressed, would you even know that you're depressed? So at that particular moment, I just said, look, I'm not taking this medicine anymore. I know it might, help one condition, but in reality, it might even, cause or mess up another condition. So I just told him, I wasn't taking it anymore. If something is going on and I keep continuing to have these headaches, then I'll take it a step further. But needless to say, I haven't taken that medicine anymore. I do still suffer from migraines, but normally I just take something, over the counter or whatever, and it kind of, subsides it and kind of goes away, and then I'm okay. But like I said, needless to say, if you're depressed, do you really know it? You have to be in tune with yourself on how you're feeling and don't feel. Don't ever think that this should not go unchecked. If you are feeling depressed, don't be afraid or ashamed to tell someone how you're feeling. Everyone needs to be happy and to be whole. I read posts from a couple of people who are near and dear to me, who have struggled. And, it breaks my heart that you felt as though you couldn't talk about it. What I'm just saying to whoever's listening, that needs to end today. That's why I say be a blessing to someone. Let's take responsibility for others and stop being selfish, thinking that other people's problems are not our own. Sometimes all it takes is being kind. Why can't we just love others? I tell you, because we're selfish and we're prideful. I constantly say, put yourself in someone else's shoes. What if it was you? It bothers me that people don't care enough about other people. people are quick to say, well, oh, that's not my problem. That has nothing to do with me. Yes, it does. Whether you know the individual, whether you are connected to the individual, if you have any type of heart, you will be able to feel what somebody else is feeling. You'll be able to hurt if somebody else is hurt. You'll be able to be happy, joyful if somebody else is happy and joyful. Sometimes even if somebody is mad, sometimes you can feel that as well, because that's the way God wired you. If you have any form of compassion, any kind of empathy for anybody, whether you know them or not, you are able to feel, you are able to hurt because they hurt. You know, I constantly say, get your heart right. And you will be able to help others. You can't help others if you don't have the correct heart and the correct mindset. Then I saw on Facebook that a simulated game was going around that teaches children how to perform school shootings and to shoot your classmates. I'm thinking, why would someone want to teach children how to shoot anybody, let alone their classmates? It was a time where we had disagreements with anybody. We could just go out, we could confront them, we could even fist fight, get it out of our system. You know, tomorrow we were back talking to these individuals. But yet now, everybody is so quick to go home, get a gun, shoot somebody. You know, I value my life. I value my children's lives. I value everyone's life. Why take another life? God commands us to love one another, yet we harden our hearts to this concept. We have family fighting family, countries fighting countries, people scared of the color of one's skin, people scared because they're different than you, kids going to school bullying and killing just because that is what they have been exposed to. Hate is a learned behavior. No one is born to hate, so don't ever think that it is. We are all born babies. We have to be nurtured and loved by someone. We have to be taught how to talk, form sentences. And my thinking is, if Bobby and Johnny started out as being friends as in daycare, they grew up, went to school through pre-K, elementary, middle school, high school. But yet when they get into adulthood, they can see each other on the streets and yet act so differently and want to harm the other one. And like I said, that bothers me. How could you not like somebody just because of their different or the color of their skin? You know, what makes a person hate like that? My thing is just to love. Love covers all multitudes. That's what we need more of. Stop being selfish. Stop being stuck in your own place thinking that it's all about you. No, it's not about you. It is about somebody else. Be responsible for somebody else. Help somebody. Encourage somebody. Stop hating. We could be a better person, a better nation, just better in general, just because if we let the hate go. It's not hard. Let it go. Love each other. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Walk a mile in my shoe. Don't sit back and laugh because you think my struggles are my struggles. Don't sit back and laugh at me because you think, oh, she deserves that or he deserves that. Nobody deserves to be in any kind of struggle unnecessarily. So I'm just here to say, continually let your light shine, everybody. Be a blessing. Be there for somebody. So I am just asking everybody to be blessed this morning. Have a wonderful day. Do what you possibly can for others. And continually allow your light to shine. Everyone be blessed.